It says Hamilton threw his daughter onto her bed, put his hand on the side of her face and pushed downward, pinning her head, then proceeded to hit her on the legs. She told police he used an open hand.
Josh Hamilton was a true MLB icon, yet his career was interrupted by injuries, performance issues, drug relapses, and even assault charges. His journey was surely dramatic, but his talent was undeniable. Before we proceed, please subscribe to the channel. His struggles started at an early stage. Before the 2001 season, Hamilton was in a serious car crash that also injured his parents, though they eventually recovered. That year marked the start of his struggles with drugs and alcohol, and he made his first attempt at getting help. His grandmother, Mary Holt, played a crucial role in getting him to stop using substances. However, things went down again. During the 2003 spring training, Hamilton failed his first drug test. He was looking forward to joining the Devil Rays in 2004, but instead he faced a 30-day suspension and a fine for breaching MLB's drug policy. A failed test meant he had a positive result for a drug stronger than marijuana. Things got worse a month later when he failed 2 more tests, leading to a full season suspension. Hamilton was out of basketball for nearly 3 years, making several attempts to get clean. Before the 2005 season, he was arrested for smashing a friend's truck windshield. The Rays moved him to the restricted list, taking him off their 40-man roster. After another relapse, MLB suspended him for the entire 2006 season.
It was just wrong. That's all it comes down to. I needed to be in a different place. I needed to be responsible at that moment.
During his toughest times, Hamilton met a businessman named Michael Chadwick, who tried to help him get back on track. Through Chadwick, Hamilton met his future wife, Katie, who was Chadwick's daughter. In early 2006, Roy Silver, a former minor league outfielder and manager who ran a baseball academy in Florida, offered Hamilton a chance to work at his facility. Hamilton took the job, which involved cleaning bathrooms and raking the field, and lived on an air mattress in an office. By 2007, Hamilton was making strides, providing urine samples for drug tests 3 times a week to stay in line with MLB's drug policy, as reported by the New York Times.
Josh Hamilton!
Sobriety and success.
Baltimore!
Hamilton's journey to sobriety was featured on the Learning Channel's reality show, The Real Deal. The episode, A Home Run for Trademark, which aired on March 31, 2007, followed the renovation of Shoeless Joe Jackson's house in 2006. Richard C. Davis, who owned Trademark Properties, hired Hamilton as the construction foreman and was even considering giving him a chance to join a minor league team he was looking to buy. By May 2008, Hamilton proudly shared that he had been drug and alcohol-free since October 6, 2005. Reflecting on his recovery, Hamilton describes it as a God thing, believing that Jesus helped him turn his life around and that his faith is what keeps him going. He even wrote an autobiography, Beyond Belief, detailing his journey to overcome addiction and deepen his relationship with God. In late 2008, Hamilton appeared in testimonial videos for I Am Second, alongside other celebrities like Brian Welch and Greg Ellis. In his video, he talked about how his Christian faith played a crucial role in his recovery from drug abuse, first of several relapses. In early 2009, Hamilton had a relapse, which came to light in August, bar in Tempe, Arizona, with several women. The photos sparked rumors because witnesses reported seeing Hamilton drinking, asking about cocaine, and talking about going to a strip club later that night. However, the photos themselves didn't show him using any drugs or alcohol. He also admitted he barely remembered the night because he got so drunk. MLB tested him for illegal drugs 2 days later, and he passed. Knowing Hamilton's history, his Rangers teammates chose to celebrate big wins with ginger ale instead of champagne. They did this after winning the 2010 American League Division Series and the 2010 American League Championship Series. They kept up the tradition the next postseason too, celebrating their back-to-back pennant wins and reaching the 2011 World Series with ginger ale. On February 2nd, 2012, reports came out that Hamilton had experienced a relapse with alcohol. He admitted that he had a couple of drinks, 2 or 3 to be exact, before inviting his friend and then teammate Ian Kinsler to join him for a chat at a bar. Recognizing the seriousness of the situation, Hamilton held a press conference on February 3, 2012, where he publicly apologized for his actions and the lapse in his sobriety. In February 2015, Hamilton relapsed again, using both cocaine and alcohol. Aware of the gravity of the situation, he chose to report his relapse to MLB on his own. An outside arbitrator reviewed the case and decided that Hamilton's voluntary admission didn't breach baseball's drug policy. So luckily he avoided suspension. But beating his own daughter was the highlight of his offenses.
Hamilton was in the courtroom there. He's wearing a gray suit. He seemed very calm throughout the entire proceeding, even.
On October 30th, 2019, Hamilton was arrested and charged with injury to a child, a third-degree felony, following accusations that he physically assaulted his oldest daughter. The situation escalated, and on April 8th, 2020, Hamilton was indicted on a felony charge for allegedly beating his daughter. This charge carried a potential sentence of up to 10 years in prison. However, things took a different turn. On February 22nd, 2022, Hamilton entered a guilty plea to a lesser charge of unlawful restraint, which is a misdemeanor. For this, he was sentenced to a year of probation, fined $500, and required to complete 20 hours of community service. The court also imposed additional conditions he needed to meet. If Hamilton fulfills all the requirements of his probation, the charge against him will be dismissed. Speaking of his career, from an early age, he was a natural.
Off with an off-speed pitch, but he didn't keep it down. He got it up. And Josh, who loves to swing at the first pitch.
Hamilton attended Athens Drive High School in Raleigh, where he's shown both as a pitcher and an outfielder. His remarkable performance made him one of the top 2 prospects for the 1999 MLB draft, alongside fellow standout Josh Beckett from Texas. The Tampa Bay Devil Rays had the first pick in the 1999 MLB draft and chose Hamilton. They saw him as a top-tier, can't-miss prospect. Hamilton signed with Tampa Bay and received a substantial $3.96 million signing bonus, which set him on his way through their minor league system. Hamilton's journey began with the rookie-level Princeton Devil Rays in the Appalachian League, where he played 56 games. He quickly made an impact, moving up to the Hudson Valley Renegades, a short-season single-A team, and helping them win their first New York Penn League championship. In 2000, Hamilton played for the Charleston River Dogs in the South Atlantic League. He had a strong season, hitting .301 over 96 games, with 13 home runs and 61 RBIs. But because of an accident and drug abuse, he was out of baseball for nearly 3 years. After several months working at Roy Silver's facility, Hamilton tried to play with an independent minor league team, but MLB intervened and disallowed him to play. Hamilton was cleared to start working out with the Devil Rays minor league players beginning on June 7, 2006. By the end of that month, he was also given the green light to play in minor league games. However, before this could happen, the Rays had to place Hamilton on waivers, making him available to any team for just $20,000. Despite the low cost, no other team chose to claim him. Hamilton ended up playing in 15 games with the Hudson Valley Renegades, marking his second stint with the minor league team. It was a crucial period as he worked to get back into game shape and prove himself once again in the minor leagues to play.
Josh Hamilton!
The rise of the rookie.
Baltimore!
Josh Hamilton was left off the Rays' 40-man roster and was selected 3rd overall in the 2006 Rule 5 draft by the Chicago Cubs. However, the Cubs didn't keep him for long. They quickly traded Hamilton to the Cincinnati Reds for $100,000, $50,000 for his rights, and another $50,000 to cover the cost of picking him in the Rule 5 draft. In their coverage of the draft, Baseball America's Chris Klein and John Manuel highlighted Hamilton as the biggest name in the Rule 5 draft in many years, underscoring the significant attention and anticipation surrounding him. Hamilton had an impressive spring training in 2007, emerging as one of the Reds' top hitters with a phenomenal .403 batting average. Hamilton made his major league debut on April 2, 2007 at 26 years old in a pinch hit appearance against the Chicago Cubs. The moment was so special that he received a heartfelt 22-second standing ovation from the crowd. Hamilton's first start came on April 10th when he faced the Arizona Diamondbacks and batted leadoff. He made an immediate impact by hitting his first major league home run off pitcher Edgar Gonzalez. On May 22, 2007, the Reds placed Hamilton on the 15-day disabled list due to gastroenteritis. After a stint on the DL, he was activated on June 5th. During his minor league rehab assignment, Hamilton performed well, hitting .333 with 4 home runs and 6 RBIs in just 6 games. However, Hamilton faced another setback when he went back on the disabled list on July 12th with a sprained wrist. On December 21, 2007, the Reds made a significant move by trading Hamilton to the Texas Rangers. In return, they received pitcher Edinson Volquez and reliever Danny Herrera, then began his golden era with the Texas Rangers.
Just a hanging changeup right in the middle of the plate. Josh Hamilton, congratulations. Your first big league.
The 2008 season turned out to be a breakout year for Hamilton. He secured the Rangers' starting center fielder position with an impressive spring training performance, which carried over into the regular season. Hamilton, who was typically batting fourth in the lineup, led all major league players in RBIs for April. On August 17th, Hamilton faced a unique situation when he was intentionally walked with the bases loaded against the Rays in the bottom of the ninth inning, with the Rays leading 7-3. This strategic move allowed Marlon Byrd to bat instead. The Rays ultimately won the game 7-4. This moment made Hamilton the sixth player in history and the first American League player in 107 years to receive an intentional walk with the bases loaded. At the end of the 2008 season, Hamilton had an impressive .304 batting average, 32 home runs, and led the American League with 130 RBIs. His outstanding season earned him a Silver Slugger award, and he finished seventh in the AL MVP voting. But an injury came in his way again. Hamilton faced a challenging and injury-filled season in 2009. Despite a strong start in spring training, where he led all players with 27 RBIs and 59 total bases in just 81 at-bats, the season took a tough turn. One of Hamilton's standout moments came on May 15th when he hit a spectacular 460-foot home run into the right field porch against the Angels. He also made an impressive defensive play by leaping at the wall in center field to rob Howie Kendrick of what could have been a home run. However, his season was interrupted by injuries. Hamilton ended up on the disabled list in June with an abdominal strain, a result of the wall collision from that May game. On June 9th, he underwent successful surgery to repair the tear, with an expected recovery time of 4 to 6 weeks. Even with his injury, Hamilton received enough support from fans to be selected for the 2009 All-Star Game.
So Hamilton,
the Silver Slugger,
tied with Marv Owen, second longest streak all time at over 30.
In 2010, Hamilton was selected to start in the All-Star Game, representing the Rangers as one of 6 players from the team. Going into the All-Star break, he was tied with Miguel Cabrera for the highest batting average in the AL at .346. On August 27th, Hamilton set a new Rangers record with his 24th three-hit game of the season. However, his season took a hit on September 4th when he injured his rib cage by crashing into an outfield wall while making a leaping catch. He was later diagnosed with 2 fractured ribs, but made his return to the lineup on October 1st, hitting a home run the following day. Hamilton finished the 2010 season with a remarkable .359 batting average, winning his first batting title. On February 10, 2011, Hamilton signed a 2-year, $24 million contract with the Rangers, avoiding arbitration. However, on April 12th, he suffered a fractured right humerus during a play at home plate in Detroit.
Chase curls around near the wall, reaches up.
The rise of Hamilton.
Spectacular play. Wow, what a play by Josh Hamilton. 2 outs.
In April 2012, Hamilton had an outstanding month, hitting .395 with 9 home runs and 25 RBIs, earning him the AL Player of the Month award. His home run total tied an April franchise record for the Rangers. Hamilton was also selected for his 5th All-Star game, receiving a record-breaking 11,744 fan votes, surpassing Jose Bautista's 2011 record of 753. This record stood until 2015, when Josh Donaldson received 14,188 votes. Hamilton finished the 2012 season with a .285 average, 43 home runs, and 128 RBIs. He placed 5th in AL MVP voting and won his 3rd Silver Slugger award. Unfortunately, the Rangers lost the 2012 American League wildcard game to the Baltimore Orioles, but the injuries brought an end to all.
Since 2015, and it was surely a special moment for him, as his time in Arlington will now never be forgotten.
On December 13, 2012, Hamilton agreed to a 5-year, $125 million deal with the Los Angeles Angels. This contract was finalized on December 15th, but Hamilton's time with the Angels didn't go as planned. In his first year with the Angels, Hamilton played 151 games, hitting .250 with 21 home runs and 79 RBIs. The following season, Hamilton batted .263 with 10 home runs and 44 RBIs in 89 games. He struggled with a thumb injury and a shoulder injury and went hitless in the ALDS against the Kansas City Royals. In February 2015, Hamilton had shoulder surgery to repair a separated shoulder. During his recovery, he relapsed into drug addiction which he reported to MLB. An arbitrator ruled that his voluntary admission didn't breach baseball's drug policy, so he wasn't suspended. The Angels then traded Hamilton back to the Rangers on April 27, 2015, for cash or a player to be named later. The Angels continued to pay most of Hamilton's remaining salary, and his contract with them became infamous as one of the worst free agent signings in MLB history. Hamilton spent time rehabilitating his shoulder in the minors before returning to the Rangers MLB team on May 24th. He made an immediate impact, including hitting a double and receiving a standing ovation on his return game. He hit 2 home runs in a game against the Red Sox and contributed with a pinch hit double for a walk-off win. Overall, he batted .253 with 8 home runs and 25 RBIs in 50 games. On May 25th, 2016, Hamilton was sidelined for the entire season after undergoing his 3rd knee surgery in 9 months. He was activated from the disabled list but was released on August 23rd. Hamilton didn't play in 2017. The Rangers then released Hamilton after he injured his right knee while rehabilitating his left knee. He was inducted in the Texas Rangers Hall of Fame in 2019. That is it for this one, but if you happen to like MLB legends, make sure to check out our latest videos on our channel Baseball Icons. I'm sure you will love it. Oh, and while you are at it, drop a comment telling us who to cover.
Hamilton drills one out to deep right center field. Forget about it. Gone, a big fly for Hamilton for the 2 Angels.
That's the serious big boy area.